Hello guys, Tom again, and I'm on another day walk. Earlier this morning I did a wild camp, and now a day walk in Suffolk again. I think it's more of a historic market town. Which is, it's sort of up near Dis, almost on the way to Norfolk actually, sort of North Suffolk. Took me about an hour and a half in the car. So it's walk number 10 in the book. I am Braiseworth, 5 miles. There's a shorter version which is 2.5 miles. We're doing the 5 miler today, 2 hours. Now this, as I say, it's a historic town, and there's a castle, there's a guildhall, there's a really cool church apparently. There's the remains of, well, I don't know if there are remains of an abbey, but there used to be an abbey here anyway, like a priory remains of, yeah, you can just see just there on the map. So yeah, and there's even an isolated church, the remains of St Mary's Church there as well. So we're going to have a look at all of that stuff. So if you like your history like I do, then definitely this is the one for you. Right, aye. Just left the car park, and here is the impressive church at The tower is 101 foot high, and round the corner, and here we are. This building here, that I believe is the Guildhall as well. So I'll read you a little bit about all of these buildings here. Look at that tower, it's amazing. Stranded away from main roads, is a charming town, the tower of its church justly described as one of the wonders of Suffolk. The heart of the town contains many interesting old buildings, including the timber-framed Guildhall, all overlooked by the scanty remains of a castle, to which there is a path signed from the car park. The surrounding countryside is attractive, with the diminutive River Dove having its source close to the town. The early 16th century half-timbered Guildhall stands close to the church, its woodwork richly ornamented with carvings. And then just there, above that house in the middle of the screen, that is the castle itself, the remains of the castle. I'm going to have a look in the church, and then I'm going to head up to the castle next. So this is the beautifully restored rood screen, on which painted panels depict saints and kings. So they're just down the bottom right and the bottom left. I've taken a photo of these, I'll include those in the video, and all the stained glass windows as well. And here we are. This is what I came for, Castle. So it's just remains now, and you can go up the mound and have a look. You've got sort of like the outer walls here as well. So just a little plan of the place. Very little remains of the original Norman castle, apart from the motte and fragments of wall. There we go, so it sort of tells you, sort of up the top there, apparently is the Victorian Folly. Then we're standing in the Inner Bailey at the moment. And then, so these walls on the outside, these are the wall fragments. And then inside that I think is the Victorian Folly. Anyway, let's go and have a look up there, and see if we can make heads or tails of it. This is brilliant. I love a castle. So I've just got climbed up the steps, and this is inside the walls, and obviously the Victorian Folly. It's quite an amazing view as well, out over the town of Eye. Batman's Folly, no water but loo for Waterloo hero. You can see the remains of a Victorian folly built by General Sir Edward Kerrison as a house for his Batman military servant as a reward for saving his life at the Battle of Waterloo. That's the plan of the folly. So I'm here. So the living room would have been here, and there's the dining room. So I think that's the living room. That would have been the dining room, and then you've got like the kitchen here. Just climbed up these wooden steps. Wait for this view. Oh my word. Can I get a hell yeah? This is a bit of me. Wow. I think I was down there at the church and I walked along here. I think the walk carries on over there somewhere. But just look at that. You got to remember, I'm from Essex. We don't really have any high points, so you don't really get too many views. So if you have to climb up a hill to a castle to see one, that's what you do. This is brilliant. Wow. It's well worth an hour and a half's journey in the car. That's brilliant. This is the River Dove, and over it is Abbey Bridge. The name refers to the Benedictine monastery that once stood on the east bank of the river. The fish ponds survive but little else. I'm turning right along Ludgate Causeway. Crossing back over the River Dove. We're at the halfway point now of the walk, and we're back on the mid-Suffolk footpath. So this narrow enclosed pathway that I've just come up was once the path to St Mary's Church at Braiseworth, only the chancel of which survives. So, big pile of shit there. Yeah, basically, a Victorian church was built to replace it nearer to the centre of the tiny village, which incorporated the old church's best feature, an elaborately carved doorway. And these are the remains of the church itself. There's a graveyard as well, and there's a farmhouse over there, so I don't actually know if I'm allowed to go in and have a look at like the remains of the church itself. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a pretty old tomb over there as well. Just zoom in for you. So yeah, they've moved the church and built a Victorian one near the village of Braiseworth. I'm on this really nice bridleway through this part of the forest known as Fen Lane. Oh look, someone's built a shelter there. Bushcraft. And as you could fit at least 4 dead prostitutes in that. Yeah, Fen Lane, this bridleway is known locally as, because it skirts the water meadows of the River Dove, and it's also the mid-Suffolk footpath. So I'm following this pretty much in a straight line as the crow flies back to the village of I. These are the ruins of a structure known as Black Barn. I'm going through that gate there. So yeah, another little piece of history. Turning right here opposite the almshouses back to the clock tower. And there we are, there's the clock tower back at the start of the walk. It's the end of the walk, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this one. A lot of history. Cheers for watching. See you in the next one. And I bet you thought I'd forgotten about the cider, eh? Half an aspel, 190 in the Queen's Head in the village. Cheers for watching. See you later, guys.